A man can be himself only so long as he is alone. The closing years of life are like the end of a masquerade party when the masks are dropped. In our monogamous part of the world, to marry means to have one's rights and double one's duties. Wicked thoughts and worthless efforts gradually set their mark on the face, especially the eyes. It is only at the first encounter that a face makes its full impression on us. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things. The word of man is the most durable of all material. What people commonly call fate is mostly their own stupidity. It's the niceties that make the difference. Fate gives us the hand, and we play the cards. There is not much to be got anywhere in the world. It is filled with misery and pain. To be alone is the fate of all great minds, a fate deplored at times, but still always chosen as the less grievous of two evils. A poet or philosopher should have no fault to find with his age if it only permits him to do his work undisturbed in his own corner. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. There is no doubt that life is given us, not to be enjoyed, but to be overcome, to be got over. No one writes anything worth writing, unless he writes entirely for the sake of his subject. Men are by nature merely indifferent to one another, but women are by nature enemies. Almost all of our sorrows spring out of our relations with other people. We seldom think of what we have, but always of what we lack. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. Life is a constant process of dying. All truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. Politeness is to human nature what warmth is to wax. Everyone takes the limits of his own vision for the limits of the world. No rose without a thorn, but many a thorn without a rose. If a man does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. It is a clear gain to sacrifice pleasure in order to avoid pain. Ordinary people merely think how they shall spend their time, a man of talent tries to use it. There is no doubt that life is given us, not to be enjoyed, but to be overcome, to be got over. The difficulty is to try and teach the multitude that something can be true and untrue at the same time. Satisfaction consists in freedom from pain, which is the positive element of life. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. Every possession and every happiness is but lent by chance for an uncertain time, and may therefore be demanded back the next hour. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy. Money is human happiness in the abstract. Wealth is like seawater, the more we drink, the thirstier we'll become, and the same is true of fame. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The 2 enemies of human happiness are pain and boredom. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. Whatever one may say, the happiest moment of the happy man is the moment, falling asleep, and the unhappiest moment of the unhappy that of his awaking.